Am I streaming? Is it up? Oh, it is. Okay, well. Did I ever switch this back to the other account? Yeah, I did. What am I? Alright. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video. And today we're going to go back into this franchise, and I think we should be playing. This guy, we have a frustrated receiver. I believe this is Preston Williams. This is not Devontae Parker. Yeah, we gotta get him involved, especially in a game against the Chargers, who are 0-2. 5+ touchdowns or 100 yards is not gonna be impossible. You know, I feel like he's beating the ball. Yeah, I feel like, he's underused as our starting player as a 0-3 team. As if I scout, there should be a guy at the top named Joey Burrow. Did we get all that cleared out yesterday? I talked to, yes. I do know a little bit about him. Obviously, I'm not gonna share that. But yeah, I know that he should be an incredible guy. As I'm going to go ahead and start searching. Oh, here he is. So, the Miami Dolphins take on the LA Chargers. Obviously. As we get in this game, he has 3 X factors just off the bat. I think Melvin Gordon should be like a superstar. Or do they push him down again? Xavier Howard obviously already has a pick. Casey Hayward is as good, has 3 more tackles. I think he had a forced fumble too, or was a tackle for loss. And Joyboy has 14 tackles. The Christian Wilkins 4 tackles. Why do they don't have sacks under, which is really annoying. Here we go. If I remember correctly, Joey Burrow has been a menace against teams this year. He has been hot off the edge. We're gonna have to start making our guards, our tackles, good. They're gonna have to be damn good because we're not facing a lot of hard inside pressure. But with our division, the Jets, have a pretty good line in my opinion. I mean, the Bills are getting good. They have a damn good defense, and then the Patriots, obviously auto deal for Khalil Mack last week. So, we've got to, start utilizing that and, try to get that to our advantage. As 1st and 10, obviously, so far, winless for the Chargers. That'll be AP for 4 yards. Adrian Peterson has not had a 100-yard game this year. But the other thing that surprised me, nobody's surprised. I mean, he was one of those guys that we brought in, and nobody, really expected him to come out here and have an incredible season, which is fine, but, I don't have low expectations for our team, as here we go. Gonna go play action. That is Brandon Marshall with a grab, 23 yards. Rosen dimes it down the field. Well, like I said, one thing we did say we would get Devon. I have the best stay, but we can get Devontae Parker more reps. So we gotta follow what we said we would do. As 1st and 10, gonna go to AP, and that is Bosa in the backfield. So that's one thing the thing we gotta think about. We've got to be careful about what we do, because we cannot run. We don't want to roll out anything to that edge. We don't want to go through that edge of Joey Bosa. We want to avoid as much of that as possible. And so far, Parker has been annihilated over there. It's going to be Brandon Marshall again on the grab. And, 3 games in the season, he's not been producing a lot. They thought, maybe we, take him out and we give, maybe we give somebody else a chance. Fortunately enough for them, they're not going to do that. That's Albert Wilson down the field in the end zone. Touchdown. Miami's on the board. They're talking about taking Brandon Marshall out of the starting lineup and putting that man right there, Albert Wilson, in the position that he's in. Well, today he's making a very incredible, he's making an incredible, statement in that first drive. 2 catches, very hard catches too. It wasn't like there was no contact in those, and he hangs on through the catch. And right there, Albert Wilson again making a statement why he should be taking that spot. Both guys excelling right now, as Matt Hack's kick is up and off, and Benjamin has a chance to take this out, and he will. And that'll be Harrison Company at the 26. That's something I think they're gonna worry about. So Miami's defense is not incredible. But their offense, yeah. I mean, they've had good games. They killed the Ravens, something that nobody expected. So they've had their good games. But I mean, they had a pretty good game last week too, didn't they? Yeah, we held the Cowboys to not very many points, and as well as just played well altogether. As so far in it right here, Phillip Rivers, we got to play good, we got to play smart. We cannot let Melvin Gordon get loose, and just like that, Gordon getting loose, gain of 5 yards on 2 plays. This will be 3rd and 5. So far, they stayed with Phillip Rivers. So whether controversial about him or not, they stuck with him, and that'll be a full start penalty, and that is terrible, because those 5 yards that Melvin Gordon we got no longer matter. It's a hard count. Somebody jumped. Somebody getting a little too antsy to play. First drive of the game, first 3rd down. You want to be fast with the ball. You want to fire off. And, it doesn't work. As obviously, they could be in for another incredible defensive game. Their worst one was against the Patriots, 31 points. Cowboys started letting the Cowboys score a lot in the second half. Can they stop this team from scoring early on? That might be the case. Jerome Baker gone. Touchdown. The defense scores. Jerome Baker reads it like a book. First down.
Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the
13-0 Miami on top of LA.
Here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped.
Like I said, one thing we got to work about, we're trying to slow this game down a little bit, a little bit, We'll get the ball to DeAndre Hopkins, or not Hopkins, Devontae Parker. Obviously, he's, wanting the ball a lot, considering, how this has been going. And that's going to be Charles Harris down at the 22. As you can say a lot off a kickoff. Usually kickoffs, this is usually where we take people. We have a good team, doesn't really get blocked well. That's, you got him at the 26, we fought hard to get him at the 22. So, I think one thing we've got is a nice young, fast team, so you know we can develop people, and that's what we're gonna have to do. I mean, we might have to bring some veterans in, but in that we're just developing. As this is gonna be Melvin Gordon in the backfield, no, at the line of scrimmage, Raekwon McMillan. And, I think personally, if the Chargers are going, if the Miami Dolphins are going to beat the Chargers, they have got to stop the run game. And so far, they know that's why they got to stop them. And they've done phenomenal of doing it. As they're going to send Michael Williams in here. And Williams might get the football. He's going to go deep. Adrian Colbert tips it out of Keenan Allen's hands. That'll be incomplete. 3rd and 10. A very good play. Rivers could have been a bit more on target, I think, with age. Philip Rivers starting to get to that Peyton Manning point, that Tom Brady way he's at point. I mean, Drew Brees, kind of gets to that point. Seems like everybody's falling in 1 year. Everybody's on that decline of be a god 1 year, and then some reason age just kind of catches up with. As Williams in motion, that's Travis Benjamin. A lot of lag. Everything open. That is swatted by Siler. 0 for 3, an INT, and punt for LA. So, early on in thus, we could see, maybe possibly, Adrian Peterson starting to take our workload because, like I said, I don't think they bench him because they're up by a lot. I don't see them doing any of that. This will be Jakeem Grant. And Grant is going to have a chance to return it. Jakeem Grant. At 33, and that'll be 1st and 10 for Miami.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead.
Oh boy, they've got Akeem Hunt getting pressured here. Throwing for Devontae Parker. What a grab! Only getting a 2 though for one hell of a grab. 2nd and 8. So yeah, I mean right there, that just shows the first time we've seen him, try to force something today. Is that Jakeem Grant? And Jakeem Grant has got it! And he's gone! 65 yards for Jakeem Grant. Your touchdown has been granted, as Cookie Boy would say. Almost 300 yards in the last 2 games. I think Jakeem Grant has an 1,000-yard season. I just don't see any time that he doesn't. He has a chance for one. I mean, I feel like we could have two, maybe even 3. I mean, if Josh Rosen throws for 4,000 yards, he is going to stay as the starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, and that's just how it's going to work,
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
I mean, I don't care if you hit 1,000 in. I mean, you got to hit 1,000 in 4 weeks, though. Every 4 weeks you should be having 1,000 yards, and 4 times 4, 4 games, you gotta have 1,000. 4 games, you gotta have 2,000. You gotta have 2K week, probably 9. I assume. I don't know when we have our bye week. This will be Melvin Gordon, and well, he gets 2, but that's Xavier Howard. The best part, one of the only ups on the Miami Dolphins team. Obviously, people like Siler have shown that they've been good. Adrian Colbert trying to show that he could be a starting player on this team. Jerome Baker's already, I think, shown it. As Philip Rivers gonna throw for Hunter Henry. And LA switches the drought up, and they get their first down, a gain of 11 on that play to get a first down. Philip Rivers gonna throw once again. Rivers looking for anything, sacked by Christian Wilkins. 2nd and 17, and the rookie Christian Wilkins. I think Wilkins was definitely snubbed of a star development superstar. I think he definitely had one of those. And, he got neither, which is annoying, but whatever. Second and 10. This is going to be Gordon, and that is Christian Wilkins. What a play in the backfield as soon as he caught it. 2 tackles, a sack, and a tackle for loss for Christian Wilkins today. His 2 tackles have been incredible in the backfield tackles. Yeah, I mean, whoever you have him on, he is killing him. You'll call game after 21.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun,
Rivers gonna throw. That's Jerome Baker on the pick.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Man, no
First
man.
quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
As here we go. Rosen gonna give it to AP right up the gut, and Adrian Peterson gonna get a gain of a couple. He's been struggling today. Only 2nd and 6. I think 4 yards is his greatest carry. I mean, let's be honest, he's been struggling all year. Akeem Hunt's one guy that they have not went to today. Haven't needed him. 2 plays, 2 big plays that went all the way.
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Josh Rosen. Gonna send Jakeem Granat in motion. Jakeem Granat. Gonna pick up a gain of 3. So a nice job right there. They stopped. I think Jakeem Grant was, mostly looking for more than just, 3 yards. I think he was, he probably could have, if I would have, what I would have done is, definitely, got the first down. But Jakeem Grant, trying to make a play, cost him. That's gonna be Brandon Marshall, and that's picked. Perriman. Denzel Perriman down at the I-24, tackled by Devontae Parker. And he's not Devontae Parker's not a guy that throws fits. He's not a guy that shows that he's pissed. He kind of just plays the game, and you can tell though after that tackle he's taking a little bit of frustration out. He's not gotten the ball like he was promised yet, has he? As that's a huge play. Travis Benjamin caught it, and like I said, the Chargers are back in it. The Chargers could very well become back in it.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
That's Mike Williams. Only a gain of 1, but it is something. I think Phil Rivers trying to call, they're trying to hurry it up, make this defense, become, this defense tired, hurry at the pace. It's working. Whatever they're doing is working, This 5 wide is, been the most offense they've had all day. Rivers got to get something open. Phillip Rivers. He's going to go way deep. And Travis Benjamin's incomplete. Almost caught it. Double coverage. Man, oh man. What a play, though. You got to give that man some credit for where credit is due. He went up for it. Took the skies with that one. 3rd and 9. Taco Charlton on the play. He's on Hunter Henry. What the hell? I don't know how he fell, but that's going to be Keenan Allen in field goal range. So just like that, Miami's starting to move the football here. Adrian Colbert's not going to get there. Xavier Howard saves a touchdown. Yeah, 3 guys just blocking 1 guy. That's Xavier Howard. That's an incredible play for him. Being able to get off the block and, make a play.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield.
And that's a Tyler. Oh, it's off his hands. Oh, Miami would love to get the stop here and force him to 3 or even, maybe a pick. Because any yards here is going to suck for the Dolphins. You know what Rivers is going to do? You already know he's tossing to Melvin Gordon to the outside. Melvin Gordon going to get the football. Melvin Gordon going to spin in. And 6 rushes, 6 yards. Miami has made it their duty today. Obviously, you see how good they passed. You know, Miami's goal today was to stop the run, and I think they've done a very good job of that. You know, not let Phillip Rivers throw it all over their team. And, you know, in the red zone, they've looked pretty good so far. So we'll see. You know, see if they continue that. Phillip Rivers needs something. Rivers is in. Touchdown. Chargers are back in it. 6-21. Chargers kick by Badgley is up and good. 7-21. Chargers back in it, and I do believe they get the ball at half. So, you know, I mean, if they do, they do. I don't know necessarily remember if they do. I think they do though. Get the ball at half. So, you know, if Miami can't, you know, finish this 4 minutes and 19 seconds out strong, it could be over. If they can't, you know, finish this 19 seconds out, then, you know, this could be a whole different game. They could let the Chargers back in a very comfortable lead that they already have. They could let the Chargers back in it within a blink of an eye. Yeah, Team Grant hasn't took one back yet. I don't know if he will. You know, I think it's, you know, they're gonna take him out from being back there after a while. You know, mostly considering, you know, he's
First down Miami as they get set to start.
Gonna get tired. Devontae Parker's gonna go in motion. They have stuck up Devontae Parker. Refuse to let that man get a pass. That's gonna be Brandon Marshall. They try to strip him. Marshall down at the 35, and that's gonna be an first down for the Dolphins.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Rosen making a bunch of audibles. They're all fake because it's going to Peterson, and 2 yards. 4 rushes, 8 yards. So, you know, he hasn't been as terrible, but I mean, he's been terrible. So I don't even know if as terrible is the right word. I mean, he's doing the exact same as everybody else. Keem Hunt gonna go in motion. Keem Hunt gonna go in a lot of motion here. Rosen gonna go to Brandon Marshall at 1 and 2, but Bosa's in there quickly. 3rd and forever for Miami. Man, LA's been a whole different team this second quarter. I mean, I don't know how many drives. I think we had 1 drive, but it seems like the second quarter has just not been the same Miami. You know, I think this team is, you know, different, and I think a really big part of that is, you know, how good the Chargers are playing as Bosa. Sack again. 4th and 24. Miami is gonna punt. LA is back in it. Matt Hack's kick.
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
Webster's not going to get there. That's Benjamin out at the 49. And oh boy, you know how Jacob King is going to be going into the half. If they let Chargers score here and go to half 14-21, letting them back in it, letting the Chargers have a chance to come back from a 21-point deficit, you're going to be mad. You're going to be pissed as Phillip Rivers here on 1st and 10. Down 7-21. Gonna give it to Melvin Gordon, who finally finds his rhythm in where they need him most. When they need Melvin Gordon most, he finds the rhythm. First down, Melvin Gordon. 2 minutes to go at the 37. And you know what's bad about this? They're not in a hurry to throw it. Well, looks like Phillip Rivers might actually be in a hurry to throw it. As this is gonna be
busy Sunday in the NFL.
Rivers gonna look to throw deep for Keenan Allen, and Rashad Jones forces it out. Incredible. Phillip Rivers for 2nd and 10. Gonna go underneath to Austin Eckler, who will go down at the 3rd down mark. And 3rd and 2. And you know Phillip Rivers is going to take his time. He's got the time to take the time. And, I mean, it's not a terrible idea to take his time here.
3rd
3rd and 2. Rivers.
That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss.
Where's he going to send it? Backfield? A running back in the backfield. I think if you're going to be smart, you know, you've got to watch the run here. It's not going to be a run. It's going to be a pass for Austin Eckler. Oh, good defense, good offense. 4th and 2. LA has a choice here, do they not? And they are going to go for it indeed. Rivers on 4th and 2 has a choice. He's going to throw. Rivers, yes, got it. Travis Benjamin. You've got to be kidding me, bro. Phillip Rivers is doing something the unthinkable right now. He's moving this team down the field. Oh, you know that he's frustrating the Miami Dolphins. You know what he's doing to the Miami Dolphins. The game is a one-possession game. 14 if Badgley can force this one through the uprights. Kick is up and good. 14-21. LA fights back in it against Miami. Miami 36 seconds. It's just about what Rosen had last time when, you know, he got the ball down the field and made plays. You know, LA moved the ball perfectly. Those posts were ending us right there. As I don't know if Adrian Colbert necessarily is my choice of, or him, or whoever else it was, because, you know, they didn't, you know, they allowed a lot of yards there. 1st down, 10.
The Dolphins
Here we go.
Ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor.
Rosen takes the snap. Josh Rosen has Jakeem Grant wide open. 75 yards to the house. First play out, and the offense, Jakeem Grant, most importantly, and, well, I guess you could say Josh Rosen as well, are still clicking. You know, after letting them go 14 unanswered points, get this game back in thy reach, a one-possession game. You know, the offense goes out there and takes that away with only 27 seconds left. That's what you want to see. And right here you take out that post. You know, they don't have a lot of time. Only 27 seconds left to go. You're not looking for, you know, stop the deep route. You're looking to stop that post. You know, if they want to go underneath, they got the timeouts, they've got the out of bounds. But if you force Phillip Rivers to hold that ball in the pocket for just a little bit of time, it's gonna work out.
I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does,
this will be 1st and 10. He might be going to the post. It's not open, and Rivers will throw it away. 2nd down and 10. 21 seconds to go, and right there they show what they were looking for. They wanted that post. Rivers looked for that post. It wasn't open. Rivers gonna go to the post early. Oh, it was incomplete, forced out by Xavier Howard, who jumped the route, but Keenan Allen had a shot at a catch there. Adrian Colbert playing over top right here. 3rd and 10. Rivers needs 10 yards. Rivers going to make some adjustments to the play. Rivers takes the snap. Phillip Rivers looking, and that's going to be incomplete. Tankersley and incoming. Force it out with 13 seconds to go. Can Miami find the end zone one last time? One more time. Can they get something going? Long, if you're long, you know you're booting this one high. You're booting this bitch up, okay? You're going to let your team get down there. I think this has to be a sky-high punt. And it's going to be pretty high. But they're going to give Jakeem Grant a shot at it. And he'll get down to 37. Close to 5 seconds to go.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
So, you know, 14-28. Here we go. And it looks like they're all going to go play deep. So, Rosen going to go outside to Parker. And Parker will get out of bounds, 48. So, I think, you know, what is that? That's, you know, that's a play where you're just trying to get Rosen, you know, some room to get this ball down the football field. Quick throw to Devontae Parker. And he'll go down at the 42, 0 seconds to go. And you know what they were trying to do there? They were just trying to, you know, see if something pops. 2 catches for Devontae Parker. And as I am correct, we do punt thus half, or kick off thus half. So, you know, that does play an effect of a bad game. Bad game. It does, not a bad game. That, you know, that would have put an effect that, you know, we start with the ball. We got to come out, you know, make plays offensive and defensively. And, you know, that's what we're going to do. 14-28, up by 14. You know, you got to thank a lot of Josh Rosen for that drive, you know, getting them back into us, you know, back in the swing of things. Jakeem Grant's speed's become phenomenal throughout the season and throughout this game with 2 touchdowns on 2 long drives, 65 and a 75-yard touchdown today. Today already has over 100 yards for him. You know, I just don't see him not getting 1,000 yards this season. He is incredible. As 1st and 10, Philippe Rivers. Might be looking for a screen here, and he is, and that's gonna be Rashad Jones. 4 yards into dive backfield. Mike Williams try to catch that and get going. Nowhere to go, unfortunately. That'll be incomplete. Incomplete. They're gonna send everybody in motion. You know who's gonna get the football here. You know who you gotta watch here. Keenan Allen. Rivers on 2nd and 14. He needs something. He's going to let the clock tick. He's going to take the snap. He's looking for not Keenan Allen. He's going to end up going to Mike Williams, and that'll be a 1st down.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
2nd and 10.
On 1st and 10,
Rivers going to go underneath, and That's going to be caught. Inbounds, no yardage, and I think that's what Miami wants, you know. There is a lot of time left, but, you know, what they're going to try to do is slow down this game on offense. They can have a long, recurring drive. That's what they want, because I'm just saying, if this game restarted, you know, I'd be scared, because I think Elway is going to outscore him this drive, and, you know, your goal is, you know, not let them outscore you by a lot. As looking for anything, Rivers doesn't have time. Moss gets him for, I believe, his 2nd sack of the year. Avery Moss gets him. And Rivers tried to hit that pump fake, you know, get something open. Nothing was budging, and it'll be 3rd and 22. And if you're Philip Rivers, you've got to hope, you got to go deep here. You know, there's no option that you don't go deep here. You know, it's kind of something you have to do at this point. As he's going to go underneath to Keenan Allen, and Keenan Allen converts. Are you kidding me? 1st and 10, Philip Rivers. And that's going to be a pick. Xavier Howard went to the Pro Bowl last year, and, you know, on track to probably go to the Pro Bowl this year. What a play. That's Josh Rosen going to go to Adrian Peterson. And Adrian Peterson a gain of 4, 5 rushes for 12 yards. 12 yards, and, you know, he already said that, you know, his goal was, you know, get more yards today, you know, get the offense popping. Gonna send Jakeem Grant in motion. Rosen gonna go to Akeem Hunt for the first down. He's only done 1 incompletion. It was a pick. So you know, his idea about slowing down this game, slowing down the momentum, has so far worked to perfection. Rosen gonna go to Akeem Hunt. Akeem Hunt gonna get some rack yards off of that one, and again a 6. So he's shown that so far that, you know, he's gonna make plays on the football. You know, they've, you know, locked up Devontae Parker, though. I can't even cap. Parker's just not been able to move. You know, he's been pressed all game, and, you know, he can't really do anything about it. Akeem Hunt down the field, first down again at 8 for him, and it'll be 1st and 10
Show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
Gonna go to Jakeem Grant there, and Grant got a yard out of that. So, you know, I mean, you don't get a lot for that one, but
how about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Josh Rosen. Rosen gonna find Devontae Parker down the field of the I-13. Jakeem Grant is on set for a 300 passing yard game.
More of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Now it's Rosen.
Rosen, nothing open. Actually, I did have something open. A lot of lag, though, so there was no way in hell I was going to throw something. Something else too scared. 2nd and 24 for Rosen. And, you know, obviously a lot of sacks. Joey Bosa for the 3rd time today. You know, I said he was gonna be a complete, you know, athlete. That's why we gotta get our tackles, you know, get them up to peak perfection. As this will be 2nd and 24 for Rosen. Gonna go underneath to Devontae Parker, who's been targeted a bit more. You know, obviously we're trying to, you know, target, you know, get him the ball, you know, but for the most part, you know, just get him, not even just get him the ball, you know, is try to give him a chance to make a play. That's 3rd down. They're gonna lob one up. Parker has it beat, and it's caught. Touchdown. And that's why Devontae Parker asked. That's why he sent in a complaint about not getting the football, because he deserves it, as Sanders barely gets that one in. 14-35. That's why, you know, he had to complain about not getting the football. He's making plays. That 2-yard catch was one of the greatest 2-yard catches I've ever seen. And that touchdown, you know, off the back shoulder, you know, turns around, you know, dimes that in there. That's a, you know, that's a pass that the defense can't get it, you know, puts it in a spot that, you know, Devontae Parker has a chance to reel that one in. He really does. You know, he finds a little bit of space to reel that one in. That's incredible. You know, with a guy like Devontae Parker showing that play, you know, you don't need him to have a bunch of space. He just has to have enough space to make a play. As Devontae or Jerome Baker looking for anything. That's going to be Howard. Tosses it, tips it up, trying to pick it. Caught by Austin Eckler out of bounds, and that'll be 2nd and 10. That's going to be an screen for Austin Eckler, who's juking out guys and picks up the 1st down. So a nice screen, you know, very expected screen, you know, nonetheless. I mean, that was a perfect time for one, you know, when I'm thinking he's going to gun it deep. He takes a screen. Philip Rivers on 1st and 10, going to call some audibles at the line.
A really nice pickup.
Rivers. Philippe takes the snap. Rivers is going to throw to Hunter Henry, and it's picked by Xavier Howard again. Rivers is going to get him, though, at the 9. Howard has caught 2 balls damn near off the ground, and Miami has shut him out the 2nd half. And somehow they continue to play incredible in the second half. You know, they got to a very, very, very slow start indeed. Rosen gonna roll out. Rosen gonna throw for Brandon Marshall, and it's a huge gain of 6. Seahawks, and that'll be 2nd and goal at the 3.
Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal for Rosen, and that's gonna be picked in the end zone. And Phillips ain't gonna take that one out. And that's a tough throw. I think you keep on the ground. Nothing's open. You know, Rosen's, you know, like I said, he's gonna be a guy that, you know, two picks this game. You know, they expect him to throw, you know, anything more touchdowns and picks, but not by a lot. You know, they expect him to, you know, damn near cut even. And that's going to be Jerome Baker for another time today. Baker laws a nose for the end zone, and he's in. And they get their touchdown. They get that right back. 42-point game. Or 42-point game. 42 points scored by Miami. And Jason Saunders is going to choke down because I can't kick it. He's just won a game, I think, at the moment. 14-41. Incredible game so far by the Miami Dolphins. You know, we're up by 28 now. They're up by 27 points. You know, that's a really good milestone. You know, and I think I wouldn't be surprised if Philip Rivers, you know, took this one to the ground. You know, yeah. That's a huge hit. Who was that? Rashad Jones, of course it was. Melvin Gordon. And I'll see if he wants anybody on our team. Obviously the one guy that won't be for sale is Jakeem Grant. You know, if he finds anybody else that he wants, you know, he might be interested in trading him up. Philip Rivers, second and on 8. Gonna go to Melvin Gordon, and Gordon's gonna go out of bounds. You know, trying to avoid Jerome Baker, who made a nice play, forcing Gordon out of bounds. A loss of 1, 3rd and 7. And they're trying to run the football, you know, try to do something else, just change something up, because what they're doing right now hasn't been working. As that's going to be incomplete. Taco Charlton all over it. I think that's the guy that has to play lineman, you know. Him in coverage has not been, you know, the phenomenal, but it's not been terrible. 4th and 7. LA's going to stay out in the field, you know. There's no reason not to go for this, you know. Down by this much. Philip Rivers, 4th and 7. Rivers going to throw for Mike Williams, and that's caught. 184 yards, that's not terrible. The 5 picks to the 2 under 50% is not great, but, you know. I mean, he's almost 50%, you know. Rivers, 1st and 10. He's gonna hand it off to Eckler, who's right now is not a terrible game. 1 rush for 3 yards. He's had some pretty good catches out of the backfield. You know, he makes guys miss, he makes the plays, and you know that's all that matters. 2nd and 7. Philip Rivers going to actually give it to him. I thought it was gonna be a fake, and Rashad Jones gets juked out, and that'll be Avery Moss. Avery Moss taking him down for a gain of 2. 3rd and 4, with only 3:40 to go in that game. And you know, LA might just be, you know, trying to get something going, you know, trying to show that trying to get something to work, or you know, they're just trying to run the game out. I think, you know, they're just trying to see, you know, what still works, what's not completely broken. Is that's inaccurate by Philip Rivers, down to 47. 4th and 4 for your.
He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on
the Allen in right there, because you know we need to get another guy right there. I mean, I think Taco Charlton's gonna have to move down after this game. It's not working out for us. Chase Allen, you know, a little bit quicker, but oh. Saying everybody just dives and misses. Hunter Henry down at the 40. Not terrible by the Miami Dolphins. Not good at all, though. As he's going to bring Eckler into that backfield. He might go for a run here, you know. Not a crap ton of time, but, you know, he's just trying to show that, you know, next time we face, he's going to be able to move the football. And run game, 4 yards, you know, we've as many times as he's ran. I think we have more rushing yards than he does. I'm not even sure about that. I don't know if that's true or not. As Christian Wilkins is going to be all over this guy right here. That's going to be Philip Rivers on the outside. Oh, Rivers got scared. Raekwon McMillan, an incredible linebacker in his own right, was right there. I think I'm going to move him back to where he was, because, you know, he's not getting used enough. And, you know, we need another guy like him.
See what they've come up with offensively after having
3rd and 3, gonna go to Eckler, who's gonna pick it up, and Eckler is gonna go down. 4 rushes, 20 yards, not terrible at all. That's his greatest his rush. That was a 10-yard rush right there, so you know that makes his average, you know, not look as bad. Picks up 10 right there.
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Philip Rivers gonna send him in motion. Rivers gonna look for anything. Gonna go to Austin Eckler, who just, my goodness, has been a joystick today. today. And we'll see, they said nothing was, obviously, granted, Melvin Gordon being gone after this year, they might look, they're looking at Eckler, to be the new star of this team, and that's going to be Melvin Gordon picking up that first down, and, he's been able to run, I think he should have been, but, it's been this long since they've been able to, so, game's over. Unless they go to the playoffs, I just don't see them facing this team again. That is Tankersley, who should probably have picked that, to be honest. It was all over it. It'll be 2nd and 10, 9 seconds to go. LA's fought all the way. Can they finish it off with a touchdown? They're going to go 5 wide here. Looking for anything. That is Jerome Baker going to make the play. Baker going to take it out to the A. Oh, man, oh, man. They had to do it to him there. And now coming out for the 90, it'll be the man, the myth, the legend, Ryan Fitz. Magic takes the knee, takes the game. Dolphins get it done.
We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes
what a game.
But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.
That was a comeback right there, but we just shut it down. That's an incredible. You come out of half and you just tell your team pretty much, you know what? I don't know why they're coming back. We gotta stop this. Rosen another good game. 4 touchdowns, 2 picks, 88%. Only looking 2 incompletions off 2 picks. 329 passing yards. Receiving 6 catches for Devontae Parker. 140 yards for Jakeem Grant. 2 touchdowns, 140 yards. Parker 6 for 83, Marshall 4 for 49, Albert Wilson 1 for 43. Everybody got the ball, but today was not a running back game. Obviously, running backs, were boiled up, and offense was able to move the ball. And that TU before half said killed him, and it really did, honestly. That Jakeem Grant and Rosen didn't. Yeah, Rashad Jones, Jerome Baker led the team in total tackles with 7. Tackles for loss, Jones, Wilkins, and then Baker. Bosa had 1. Sacks, 3 for Bosa, 1 for Moss, 1 for Wilkins. Interceptions, 4 for Jerome Baker, 2 for Xavier Howard, and Denzel Perryman and Adrian Phillips both had 1. 85 yards for Jerome Baker returning. He had 2 deflections. Rashad Jones had 2 deflections. Zach Seiler. Hunter Henry had 1. Keenan Allen had 1. Xavier Howard had 1. Todd Charlton and Jerome Baker. No forced fumbles that entire game. Touchdowns, 2 for Jerome Baker. That's how a game is supposed to be played by the Miami Dolphins. 3-1. They are looking good, and they are looking to go to the playoffs. I believe we are actually on a bye after that. Are we not? I believe that was like our last game until we had a bye week. A lot of people. I'm gonna ask him, but I pretty much just did a showcase for him. We'll ask him. We'll see what happens. Devon Godshaw, 76 overall. Not terrible at all. Christian Wilkins, who should get it in development, honestly, but it is what it is. Michael Dieter, who's obviously a 1 year type of deal. Like I said, you can't replace an entire team in 1 year, but if you're making plays, you're gonna stay. Obviously, I think our receivers, definitely should stay. I mean, after that performance, they would. I don't know. Very good game right there, and he just shouldn't be mad anymore. Man, do you see me racking up points out there? I knew I had it in me, and it's thanks to you. You got my chance, so thanks to you. You're welcome. Seriously, man, thanks for giving me a shot this week. I appreciate it. because we get the win. And, I'm going to go do other things. I got to take a poop. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, hit that like button as hard as possibly can. When I get back, we will face another game, and I'll see you guys next time.